fire and steel, chasing every bloody thrill. Break the limits, burn the wheel, own the speed, we own the wheel.
Surge within, rubber burns like fire on blackened skin, chasing apex shadows through the mist. Every heartbeat's wired to the twist. The throttle open, adrenaline glides. One more corner, counting down the time. Through curves that spark the flame. In the blur we're free, unleashed inside the night. Liquid dreams ignite, take over with the fight. In the slipstream we collide. Shadows bend where secrets hide, lost in the rush, undenied. Ride the wave, electrified. It up, let every circuit blaze. Racing lines define these nights and days. When the bass descends like thunder rolling in, we transcend the limits, born to begin. Echoes linger in the midnight air. Tomorrow's start waits somewhere there.
dreams and lie. Push the limit, break through soul. Carbon fiber dreams and lie. Push the limit, break through soul. Carbon fiber dreams and lie. Carbon fiber dreams and lie. Carbon fiber dreams and lie. Chasing records till the dawn. I like terrorists, it will put them up to that you know. I like terrorists. Rubber mix the edge for fly.
Hello out there, folks. Just getting started up here. Hope everyone's doing well. Going to be exploring a little bit of AC EVO tonight. Not sure how it's going to go, but I'm hoping for good things. Very much looking forward to being able to start some multiplayer, have some multiplayer races without the horrible multiplayer start bug getting in the way. Looking forward to it. Just getting it all booted up here. I will be with you shortly. Okay, here we are. Hello. What do we reckon? Should we keep the music going? Just turn it right down. Let's have something in the background. There we go. Right. Oh, there she is. The low tie. Right, okay. Now, I've got to be careful with my OBS here. I need to turn off the preview window and minimise it, because getting decent performance out of this game, I can do it, but whilst running OBS, it does not like OBS. Doesn't like any, unlike it's not like any other game. OBS will take a little chunk out of the FPS, maybe 4 or 5 frames per second. It's pretty good. Not in this, not in AC EVO with all of its oddities. It takes a big chunk. So hopefully we'll do all right on frames per second. So I don't know. Shall I have a bit of a warm up? No, I think I'm going to jump straight into a server. That's why I'm here tonight. Let's see what's going on. I can have a warm-up on a track day server or something like that. Let's get into the multiplayer. Server list. And I want to do some of their official servers tonight. Shout out to all my subscribers and supporters. Thank you very much. And come and join me in one of these servers if you can find me in a server. Come and join in. And let's have a look. Let's sort through players. Oh, Nuremberg. There's 31 players in this one. Oh, and there's the Lotus. Let's go with that. Can we get straight in? No, it's already full already. Although it hasn't refreshed. Let's refresh that. It's still saying that's full. Yeah, 32 out of 32. Damn, I wanted to get in there. That's the overtake track day. But what's the pin like? What's the ping like? Oh, 42 milliseconds. That's not bad. I've noticed in the old netcode some nasty pinging going on at some places. Where's this one? That's full. That's a race weekend. Oh, that's a spa. 31. Well, if we can get in there, I'll go straight into a race weekend. Why not? Oh, looks like we're getting in. Oh, hello. Hello there, Kenny. How you doing? Yeah, it does seem a little bit more stable. I don't know, I might get the odd crash tonight. I'm still getting that. I had a force feedback one the other day. No, earlier today, actually. Just, you know, things were going a bit mad. I was testing out different force feedback levels. Let it get into a bit of a state, into a bit of a crash. It crashed the game. Let's see, how are we doing? 53 frames per second. Oh, not brilliant. But yeah, now we're on 0.5.3, Kenny. I don't know if you know, but they fixed the multiplayer start bug. You know, the one where you haven't got a car, can't see any other cars, haven't got no sound till well after the lights go on green. They fixed that. So hopefully we'll... Oh, this is... They're in a race in here. I'm not jumping in mid-race. I'm not getting in people's way if they're already racing, so we'll come out of there. But yeah, the transitions also between, you know, between screens, even in single player, you know, when you just switching between screens seems a bit better. But the hang time between joining servers has come down significantly as well. Let's have a look now. This is a track day. This is a track day. But it says it's got 31 people in it. It's got the Lotus. Has it got the Lotus? I would like the Lotus. Oh, there it is. Is it available? Oh, no. Too late. Server's full. Well, this is going to be a challenge. Just get... Here we go. Oh, I like the sound of that. EKS Sim Driving. Instagram. Respect other drivers. I like the sound of that. What cars have they got available? Car is not eligible. Okay, well, I don't... Can I use another car? Okay. Not run into that before. Oh, but now it is letting me join. With the car that's not eligible, apparently. Well, there we go. I wish it would show the server name up there. That would be good. Well, it will, I suppose it will when we get in. Shout out to Flip Flops if you're watching. Shout out to Pete if you're watching. Shout out to Ali if you're watching. Shout out to Just Posted if you're watching. Let's see. Does take quite a while to load the Nordschleifer, and FPS at the it's let me choose the low tie. Alright. Okay, sounds busy enough in here. Let's see. Let's pop into our setup. Someone coming past in the Lara there. Bit juddery. Right, shall I leave the TC on for the moment? Try and be sensible. Supercar tyres, road car tyres, or hypercar tyres? Let's go with hypercar. Right. Track day server for a warm up, then we'll go racing. Look at this though. Look at that jankiness there. Oh. Ping. I'm pinging well. I'm all right. Oh, 40 frames per second. Not good. Oh, dearie me. I don't know if me and this server are going to get on. This is not a good start to the show. Come on, can't. When I say, you know, this isn't just OBS. This is unusual. I don't get 38 frames per second in this sim ever. What is going on here? I do like this car. Yeah, I don't know if it's just this server or what, but I can't deal with that. That's a pity. Looks nice and smooth on the stream, actually, looking at it. See, earlier on today, I was getting around about 86 frames per second. Right, let's just check that I haven't gone and done something silly in my settings. Pretty sure everything should be set. Yeah, that's all about right. Yeah. Yep, that's all how I left it. Gotta stop second guessing myself like that when a sim does something weird. Does anyone else out there do that as well? Like you know that you've left everything as it should be. You know you've left all your settings perfectly set up. And then you get into a sim which is working one day, the next day it's not. And you start second guessing yourself like crazy. Let's try one with a few less cars in it, see what happens. Ronin Racing. EU. That's an okay ping. Not too many drivers in there, so can we have our Lotus though? Okay, right, we can, but it's the Motorsport upgrade. I've not driven that one. Let's give that a go. Won't be the fastest car on the track. Now, this is something I like a bit better. The join hang time, that's quicker than it was. That is quicker. How long is the loading time for the Nuremberg? Let's see. I could complain a lot about this, but I still drive R-Factor 2. The loading time for the Nuremberg in that is pretty long. Longer than this. So how are we doing here? 50 frames per second. Can we get any more than that? Dearie me. Someone in the game chat is saying they did something wrong with this update for sure. I'm going to ask them why they say that. See if we get a reply. In the meantime, leave that where it is. It comes with the supercar tyres, so I'm going to leave it on the supercar tyres. Why not? Right. We're going to have more luck here. Oh my god. Wow, it is. .46 frames per second. I don't know if it's just the Nürburgring that's acting like this. 47 frames per second. And that was a complete freeze up there. Let's see what happens if we just drive for a bit. Because I've run games at 46 frames per second before. It's not ideal, but it's much smoother 46 frames per second than this. This is having, like it's almost like it's having processor stutters. And it definitely shouldn't be with the processor that's in here. In this machine. 52 frames per second. They're going up. Maybe it's just the initial join. Weird stuff happens when you get online. It just does. Can at least drive it though. I am running, and for anyone that doesn't know the channel, oh, this guy's replying. Can't see the chat. Hopefully it'll say something else and that'll bring him up. Alright, hang on a minute. See what he's, I want to see what this guy's saying. I drove RF1, RF2, iRacing, AC, EVO, ACC and so on. This is not it. See what he says. Wants to drive. We can go through people in the pits, I think. That's always been a Kunos thing, you know. Every Kunos game I've ever played, you can drive through people in the pits. Same in Automobilista 2. R-Factor 2, Le Mans Ultimate, you can't do that. And I do quite like that. I actually prefer that. 45 frames per second, crikey almighty. Now, I do have, and hopefully it'll work, I've got a little trick up my sleeve if I think that I really can't handle this. I've got a little trick up my sleeve to get myself a big chunk more FPS out of this, but it means I'll have to close down the game, resize the broadcasting window for you all in OBS. But it will give me some playable FPS at least. Crikey, what a difference! This sim doesn't. I'm fine with my FPS if I'm not running OBS. It really hates it. And I'm fine offline as well, even though I've got plenty of AI cars on the track. I don't know what it is about what happens when this sim gets online. Everything goes a bit odd. Look at that though, very glitchy. I didn't get to read that. Oh! There's a way to blow your engine. This is what happens when you try to read messages and drive at the same time. Now, those sun rays are creeping in now. Is that going to affect things in an even worse way? It's a good job you can't actually damage your suspension and undercarriage and trim and everything by going over the big curves in this. The sun rays, one thing about this Unreal 5 engine, it runs at whatever it runs at, but it doesn't seem to change it. Oh, look at that now. It doesn't seem to change situation by situation. So for instance, in Auto Ballista 2, you'll find that if you're racing in clear daylight, or maybe just a cloudy sky, not too much sunlight, and you've got loads of cars on track, you're absolutely fine. Frames, you know, obviously that runs a lot better than this. So look at that again, big stutter. Frames will be running really high. You then start from the back of the grid when it's raining and it's in low evening light and there's sun rays coming through and it's raining as well, and all the cars' lights are on. Or actually, if you start in front of them, so all the headlights are hitting you, the frames per second will tank, even though it doesn't matter because it will still be running at a really good amount of frames per second. But in this, whether you're in sunlight, rain, whatever, it doesn't matter. It always runs. It's not, the frames per second aren't based on situation, but this is just odd. I wonder if it's just the Notch life and me running OBS, which obviously it's hating at the moment. I've been having a couple of back-to-back goes between this car at this track in AC Evo and then jumping in, same car, same track, also, you know, no mods, just, oh, there we go, there's someone. That Dalara's flying, look at that. So I've been running it in original AC and then back to this and back to that and back to this. And this car, the steering lock's the same, it feels quite similar, although I don't know if it's because it's a slightly later model, but you can't turn the ABS off in this car. There's no way of adjusting it, it's got permanent ABS. In AC, you can turn it on or off. And you've got traction control that you can turn on or off completely in both. That works in both, but you can't turn the ABS off in this as you can in AC. But I've been finding that the force feedback in AC and this, it does feel like maybe a little bit more detailed in this. But sometimes I do feel like, especially at high speeds, like the weight as you're going around corners, if you suddenly then transition like that, you know, like that, it feels a little bit delayed in this. Does anyone else get that? In AC, it feels pretty instant. Right, I want to see what that person was saying when they replied, and then I'm gonna jump in. That's enough practice in here. What were they saying? Well, he's not really answering. Anyway, I just want to see if it's just the Nordschleifer that has this FPS problem. Like I said, if I wasn't running ABS and I wasn't online, I wouldn't be having this problem. But it's taken a massive chunk out of my FPS. But I've streamed this sim before at different tracks and not had that kind of trouble. So let's see. There's Mount Panorama here, that's in qualifying. There's 27 cars in there. We had a few less in the server we were just in. See if we can find something a bit more similar. Red Bull Ring in qualifying. Oh, that's a locked server. Okay, we'll try here. Oh, and they're all in the 992. Let's join that. Let's see what we get. And if it's the same thing, I'm going to have to do my little trick to get more FPS. And it's just crashed. Oh, there we go. I knew this was going to be a really successful, professionally run stream. It has just crashed. So, seeing as that's happened, I'm going to try my little trick anyway. Hopefully this will work whilst I'm running OBS. I'll soon find out. So, let's go to my display, because I've got to change my actual desktop resolution to do this. This is going to be fun. Yeah, it can't be that. Okay, display settings. See if this works. And we'll go back to the Nords just to get a one-to-one comparison to what we were just getting. So I'm going to go from 13440 1440 to 2646 1108, but it's image scales. So you're not going to notice much of a difference in quality. But I'm going to have to change the ABS window. Right. Right, that's okay. Right, let's get EVO started. Let's see how we do. Right, there is. Now you'll notice it's probably looking a lot different on the broadcast because I've not changed my OBS window yet, but will it let me select the resolution I want now? Because it should see it as native. Oh. Yeah, you can see the window's got smaller there. $26.46 1108. Okay. Right, before I change my OBS window and resize it for you guys out there, just so it's not a complete waste of time, let's jump back into the multiplayer. See if we can find that server we were in and see what happens. we were, I think, in this one.
Tomorrow's start waits somewhere there.
Car is not eligible. I don't get this. What? All vehicles. Back. Car is not blooming eligible. Is that? Right, I don't want that car. I want to join with the car that I had. Why does it do this? This is so weird about... Oh, that's full now anyway. There we go. Alright. Do we have to... I want all. Right, okay. Do we have to do that before we go into a server? Never had this before. This is different. Oh, every day's a school day, isn't it? Right. Right, too many people in there. 28, 27. This one here. Right, there we go. Okay, we can get into it again now for some reason. I've got no idea why. We can even get the same car and we can join it. Okay, right, it is in the process of joining. Let's see if my little tricks worked. So you'll notice, even though I've just lowered the resolution, because I'm using Nvidia image scaling, you don't really notice that I have, because Nvidia image scaling is really good. Used in conjunction. Some engines, some game engines, it doesn't really affect. If you use it in conjunction with DLSS, lowering the resolution doesn't affect it. You might as well just stay at a high resolution. But in other sims it does. And it started off at 51 FPS. It just dropped to 17 and back. I don't believe it. 52 FPS. FPS, it has made a difference, but 55 FPS, it has made a difference. But it should have jumped a long way. It should have actually jumped up to about 70 FPS. It's gone up to 57, 56. There's a car in the air over there. Can you see? Look, flying car. I don't think this is... I think this might just be an online thing. I really have to know now what's going on. But I am getting more FPS. But it's for what I've just done, should be a lot more. So first of all, back to the pit lane. How many cars are in here? 26 cars. 26 cars, right, okay. So I've got to remember that. 26 cars. Whilst I'm coming out, I'm going to resize the window for EVO. There we go. There we go. Alright. Let's get rid of the preview. And come back in. There we go. That's sort of the preview window. Now I'm going to do a little test. I'm going to do a little test to see if it's just a multiplayer thing. 26 cars we had, so I want to set up a race weekend. Can you... It wants to give me practice, qualifying... and warm-up. Not bothered about a warm-up. Why can I not just turn warm-up off? You can't do that yet? Okay, fair enough. Lots of things to be sorted out in this early access version. Got a single make grid off. Ah, did a custom grid? Do I want to edit that grid? Let's stick every single kind of car on the track, because more different car models you have, different shapes and sizes and everything. The what's it doing? It's only going to give me 21, so okay. Right, there we go. Apply. Yeah, the more different car models you load, if they're all the same, you get more more FPS. I'm sure you all know that. But if you load lots of different models, it puts more strain on the machine. Right. Nordschleifer, static weather. But it did look like it was sort of, the time of day looked a bit evening time there. So I want to, what's the session start time? 9. I want it to be in the evening maybe, so we get some sun rays. 6 o'clock maybe, something like that. Okay, right. Okay, let's see, and let's just check we definitely are on that resolution I've changed to. Says it is, it must be. There we go, 21 opponents. So we've got 5 cars less on track than... No, that's opponents. So it'll be 22 with me. So we've only got 4 cars less than the server had. Shouldn't make that much difference. See what happens. We can but see. What happens with the frames per second? Is it an online thing? Is it just it really hates being recorded in OBS? Well, not even recorded. I'm not recording, I'm streaming. Okay. I'm going to give it another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ah! It's actually taking longer to load for an offline race than it does for a multiplayer race, and I think I know why that is. Because you've got to load all of the AI cars. And there we go! 61 frames per second. Ah! 44 frames per second. What happens if we should get out on the track? We've got loads of cars around us. 44 frames per second. Oh my god, it is just as bad. It's just as bad, if not worse. That's even with changing to the lowest resolution that I could even go to. Right, well that's the job done. Now we know. Oh dearie me folks, I am sorry about this.
Circuit King
I'm just thinking actually, the only time I ever have actually done a stream with EVO, I was mostly offline. And I was so looking forward to tonight. Right. Literally, my native screen resolution is 3440 by 1440. And I'm down at 26461108. It just doesn't look like it because I'm using the Nvidia image scaling. And it's just making no difference whilst I'm... I wonder... Let's get rid of media player. It's probably not going to make much difference because I'm pretty sure it just is. It just hates OBS. So I'm going to try that test one more time. Can I see anything else in the background I can shut down? Right, that window can shut down. Anything else? No, there's nothing else running that's not essential. God, I hope this does something. So I had the YouTube window open, but it was minimised from a broadcast in the background. So I had a browser open, I had media player running, and OBS. I know it hates OBS, but I've never seen it this bad. Because I've used... I think it hates OBS streaming more than it does OBS recording. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up. Oh... It just said 66 frames per second. Now it's dropped down to 48, 47. $31, $45. Jesus Christ. I'm beginning to think there's just no hope for it. $39 frames per second. I'd love to just shut off OBS and see the performance just jump up, but then you guys wouldn't have a stream to watch. It's just... I'm going to say it, it's absolutely shit. There's no other game that OBS can't run side by side with and, you know, take this much performance out of it. It is just ridiculous. Oh, I do apologise. Well, I'm not actually. No, I'm not going to apologise. I'm giving you an honest look at what it's like to try and run this. You can check out my system specs in there. Yes, I am only running on a 2070 Super, but with this resolution, DLSS set to performance, and all the graphics settings low, I can run this in the hundreds of frames per second without OBS running in the background. It's just... Oh. No other racing sim I've got is that badly affected by it. Right, can we at least go to a track with only a few people on it that's not the Nordschleife and have something close to acceptable? It's track day there. Drift Zone, Circuit of the Americas. Sounds interesting. It's a much smaller track. Why is it... Don't... That's it. It's doing... Oh, it's doing this weird car thing again. I want all vehicles. All vehicles. There we go. Why doesn't it give me a list of what's available on that server? Now that server's gone. Oh, God. Car is not eligible. I've only got the cars that are in the game. Why? What? Right. This server gives me a list of cars that it's got loaded into it. Brilliant. Fantastic. What's this one do? Yeah, that does that. This one, it's just saying that car. And then you click on it, and it does that. I don't know. Anyway, let's look for a server with a few people in it. See if we can get some kind of reasonable FPS. Right, okay. 10 people in this server. Red Bull Ring, that's fine. Let's go there. It's locked. Of course, yeah. SRO Open Racing YouTube. Okay, 9 people in there. Circuit the Americas. A few different cars to choose from there. Let's go out in the Lamborghini because I haven't really driven that much, so it might be fun. Let's see what happens. How long will circuit? Well, at least the loading times are okay. 67 frames per second. Alright. We might be able to actually do something with this. Wow. When I have finished this stream, I'm going to try running that again with what I've got set up here, and the way I've got it set up now, the graphic settings and everything. And I'm going to do that offline, test at the Naughts Live again, and just watch the performance go through the roof. That's what I see by how much. Yeah, everything's on really low. I don't know, can we... Will that give us anything more? Now the mirrors look absolutely bloody horrible, but then it's not really made any bloody difference, so I'm putting them back. Hello Paul, you alright mate? Yeah, hasn't made a blind bit of difference. Paul, you do realise you're calling some little 5'4", 9.5 stone twat a big guy? Oh, glad to hear you good mate. I'm just, yeah, struggling with EVO at the moment, but let's, oh, it looks like it's going to go straight from this, because this is the last bit of qualifying. I've jumped into a server, and they're on overtime, so it's not letting me drive. I look huge. What, from this angle? Or this angle? Maybe it's the chair, because it looks a bit like a throne, doesn't it? It's so big. I would have thought it made me look smaller, if anything else. No, I am literally 5'4" and about 9.5, so I fluctuate between 9.5 10. But yeah, been struggling with FPS. I don't know, Paul, if you ever stream or if you've ever used OBS, but I tell you what, you use OBS, you try and stream or record with OBS. I'm pretty sure it's not even as bad as this when you're recording. But when you stream with OBS, AC Evo hates it. You know, usually if I'm doing it running OBS with another game, it'll take 4 or 5 frames per second off the game. This is taking like it's taken a lot of multiple figures off. Oh, hello Plugcat, aka Pete. 4'9". All right, mate. Yeah, okay. It's a bit of an exaggeration. You can get a super potato like Raspberry Pi to run OBS. What do you mean by that? Super potato makes me think it's what is happening here? Or is it changing over? And it's crashed! Ha! Fucking crashed. Second time tonight. That is crashed. I was so excited just the other day when they brought out a 0.5.3 and I went online and bang, yes, you can race online and the race starts are fixed. The multiplayer race starts were fixed and I was so looking forward to this. And this is about the 3rd or 4th time it's crashed today. So they fixed one thing and screwed up everything else. My God. What can you do? What can you do? Yeah. Well, you know, I've got a second computer which is giving me my I'm actually watching the YouTube channel from my other account, so I can see the chat. Otherwise, because with OBS running on the same computer here, I have to have a YouTube chat window up here because OBS is too big just to, or I have to have a chat dock, and I have to have it sort of over the game, pinned over the game. So, and I would like to run OBS on the other computer. Unfortunately, sometimes this other old computer of mine is fine and stable. Other times, it'll just shut down for no reason, so I daren't use it. Latest one, actually, no, I think a new one might have come out today. But yeah, second from latest one then. Second from latest graphic driver. They really don't make a lot of difference though. Because like I said, if I'm not running OBS, this runs just fine. And you were having trouble until yesterday's update. Right, so you've actually found it's got better. I've had it crash twice today, whilst being online and offline, racing offline. AC Evo has crashed twice. No, sorry, 4 times. It's crashed twice tonight and twice earlier. Once offline, once online before I was streaming. Oh, dear me. Qualifying. Circuit of the Americas. Let's go there again. Let's try that again. They're in qualifying. Join that. Like I said, there's no other sim that I've got that hates OBS as much as AC Evo. Absolutely hates it. I wonder if this would be the same with AC Rally, because AC Rally I haven't streamed yet, so it'd be interesting to see. I've recorded though. I've recorded. I'm sure it doesn't take as big a hit as this. Had it work without streaming on the latest update? Well, yeah, I'd streamed it, and I was just mucking about with it offline. But it still did take a big hit, but that was just me offline. I wasn't... The crashes are getting more serious. Anyway, let's just see if I can actually get a car on track. And I'm going to leave everything where it is. I'm going to leave everything where it is. At least just drive the blooming thing. Here we go. 75 frames per second. $79. 82, 83, that's more like it. Well, this is a lot more drivable. Has been problems with previous driver and Windows 11. Whoa! Every time I look at... Every time I look down at the screen, I do that. So that's 83, 82 frames per second. Just going to check something. 86, 84. Actually, put it back in the pits for the moment. 76, 75, 74, 76, right? Just gonna try something here. Ah! Right, okay. Alright, see if that helps. 76, 76. No, it makes no difference what hertz I run my screen at. Okay, at least I know that now. Pete, I will, update the driver, but like I said, when I'm not... I don't know, maybe it'll help. Maybe the driver will help with some sort of conflict between OBS, but... Like I said, on these graphics that I'm on now, it should be running at way above the hundreds. But with OBS running, it just doesn't. But this is much more drivable than, you know, running at 80 odd frames per second now than it was at the Nordschleife. We're trying to run it with, well, at the Nordschleife with 28 or 27 cars on track. But yeah, when I finish this stream, I will update all the drivers, see if it makes any difference. Maybe it won't make any difference to the performance of the game. Maybe it will make a difference to the performance of the game whilst running OBS. It just, no other game is affected by OBS as badly as this one. Wow, this Lambo trying to work out the handling characteristics here. It's oversteery, under acceleration and under braking, this car. No, I have not. I have not, and I'm not going to either. It took me long enough to learn OBS, and OBS has never been a problem. Never been a problem. I'm not changing my entire streaming setup, because it's a hell of a lot to do just for one sim, which is all, you know, it is in early access. It's, you know, we've got, so look what we've got so far from Kunos at the moment. We've got 2 sims out in early access. We've got AC Rally and we have got AC EVO. Now AC Rally is, oh, that was a little weird grab to the grabbed on the curb there, very strangely. That's interesting. Yeah, AC Rally is a different studio that are working on that. This AC Evo is the original Kunos team. But it's actually a different studio. Look at that, Jesus. I bet someone's just joined the server or something. That great big hang we just got there. But, look, they're still both in association with Kunos. You've got AC Rally, where if you've got a generic shifter, like an Arduino shifter, which I've got, thank you Pete, that works straight off the bat in every single sim I've got. Every single sim, even this one. That shifter works. But not in the rally game, not in AC Rally, which handbrake's pretty bloody important in a rally sims. So you've got janky things like that. You've got the janky, terrible thing that happens to the force feedback in AC Rally if you try and use the automatic setting. So, you know, unless you know how to get around that, which I've already done a video on, as you probably know, it's really janky. Then you've got AC Evo, again, Kunos, again in early access, which has had these horrendous bugs like the multiplayer bug, which now, luckily, we're not going to see, because we can now have a race where you can see all the cars at the start of the race. Wonderful. But it doesn't work with OBS. Both of these sims have got really janky problems. So yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I should think it did. I should think that hang did show. And yeah, you know, a capture card would be good, but I can't rely on this second PC at the moment because I never know when it's just going to... Oh, hang on, I've got to get on track. Look at that. At least we can have a race where you can see the cars on track now. Look at that. You can see them all. This is the best thing that's happened about the V0.5.3 patch. We can have race starts where you can see everyone. Brilliant. I'm actually going to get to have a race tonight. Superb. A little bit of a slow start. Oh, what, mate? What? Oh, I tell you what, for fuck's sakes. You can sort out the problems with the sim, but you can't sort out absolute wally drivers, can you? Jesus, this is like the start of the F1 last year at COTA with McLaren. First corner as well. What are you doing? Literally couldn't get, what, 4 metres up the start half. Okay. My God. Unbelievable. Yeah, you can sort out glitches with the sim, but you can't sort out idiot drivers. Literally just failed to start and then just drove across the track into me. Luckily, I am enjoying the driving physics. There are some cars there that actually look like they made up the start line properly and are racing sort of decently. Let's see if we can catch them. Oh, this is such a technical track. Herman Tilke does not design easy tracks. Oh, someone's had a problem up ahead. Looks like someone's just had something to say about it as well. Oh, not again, and yet again, it's a blooming BMW, isn't it? Oh, hang on a minute. Unfortunately, I think I recognise that name up ahead. Yeah, he's just hit that Mercedes. I do recognise that name. I've had issues with that one before. Mercedes has got some damage on it. But well, hey, I am actually racing. For the first time tonight, I am probably racing in AC EVO. Making the best out of a bad situation. I have raced in VR. However, I certainly wouldn't try VR with this sim. I tend to use much older sims because I've got quite an aging graphics card, but I've got a very demanding headset. It's a Pimax with a massive FOV, but it works okay with things like Automobilista 2, AC, even R-Factor 2 actually. Never got to try it with iRacing. I should have tried that before my iRacing account ran out. But it is quite a faff racing in VR. You know, if you set up an offline race and you want immersion with the AI, it's great for that. But oh, mate, this has got to be the same Mercedes from earlier that just moved across the track. Did you see what the twat just did? It's literally moved across me. literally giving me no room again. I'm on. I'm going to cry it around the outside. And it literally nearly drove into me again, and I've stayed all the way around the outside. Properly got out of his way. Now we got, oh, for God's sakes. Someone's making a very dangerous rejoin there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He's side by side with me now. What's he going to do? I hope he's sensible. Oh, hello. Someone's just done something in my stream, but I don't know what because I can't see. But I just got a notification. Someone's subscribed or someone's donated or something like that. But I'm going to say thank you now. I just can't see, can't take my eyes off the screen because my display screen for that OBS is all the way down there, and I'm in a bit of a battle at the moment with this lot. It is, as well, as I'm sure you've been all noticing, quite precarious. And, oh, it's just, Jesus Christ, mate. Again. Yeah, dive down the inside, totally expected. Christ almighty. But at least I know that my chat bot is working because I'm getting notifications that I can actually hear. Well chuffed about that. Oh, guys! No contact from me there, by the way. I'm getting right. I'm getting past you lot once and for all. There we go. Goodbye. Good riddance. Jesus Christ. Carnage. And literally that. Did you see that in the mirrors? That Mercedes just aimed for me. Totally dived. Whose server am I on here? My God. And that Mercedes has dived at me again and gone straight off the track. I can't wait to run my R Factor 2 server. That's going to be great. People who drive R Factor 2 just tend to take racing quite seriously. This lot, it shouldn't even be allowed on a bloody server. They shouldn't be allowed a computer. I wouldn't give one of these guys a trolley in a supermarket. Oh wow! Sorry, I've just had time to look down at my screen. Thank you very much, Pete. Thank you. I should be looking at it when I'm cornering. Thank you very much, Pete, mate. That is so kind of you. Wow. That is really nice of you, mate. Thank you so much. Thank you for the tip. Love you, man. Pete has been so good to me in supporting this channel. He's always been a good mate. He's the reason I've got a shifter sitting beside me that'll, you know, work in this now. Oh, someone's caught up. Right, gotta concentrate again. Have to keep my eyes on the road now. I've got some actual competition now. Now I'm enjoying myself. Now I'm enjoying myself. I've got decent frames per second. And competition, and that was my mistake totally. And he is properly catching up now. Can you I'm going up one more level on traction control. Yeah, that's helped with getting out of the corners. There we go. Oh, just went too wide there. He's on the outside. Oh, good pass, I've got to say. Good pass there. Mainly because it was clean, unlike everything that happened earlier on during the race. Oh, he's gone very wide there. Right, will that extra dab of traction control help me get out of the corner? Still got a little bit of a wobble. This car is twitchy. I like it. It wants to bite me. That's my masochistic side coming out. Oh, ate a bit too much curb there, didn't I? It's so rotaty on the throttle, it's crazy. What a sound from it as well. Oh, he got a bit sideways there. How far have we got to go? That's lap 7. Oh, right. Looks like we've got about 6 minutes to go. Blue flags. Oh, so that Mercedes now is a back marker. This is not going to be fun. If that's the same Mercedes from earlier. Oh, the Lambo did well getting past him there. Did you see that pass? That was good. Blue flag, matey. Mate! I had to lift. I pulled in to go to switch back on him, and he just across the track to me. trouble. Oh, mate! Mercedes once again knocked the blooming Lambo in front of him, who's then spun him out and knocked me. Penalty? Excuse me? Penalty? What is that? Oh god, that's put me off trying to read this label up. Is that for me? Have I got a drive through? Is that for me? I've always found it terribly hard in Kunos sims to know who's actually getting the penalty, or it just flashes up messages, car such and such gets this for this, rather than just showing you only messages for you. I'll have to go into settings and sort that out. I don't want to see messages for other drivers, because I'm sure that can't be for me, unless the penalty system's really screwed up, because I just got knocked off the track by someone who's been doing it consistently, and I'm not taking the blame for that one. If that's the same Mercedes, it begins with D, the name, so I'm pretty sure that's the same one. Ah, run out of fuel. Two minutes 45 seconds to go, and I've run out of fuel. Oh my god! And I was in first. I didn't realise I was in first. Don't believe it. I don't believe it. Do not believe it. I want to get off the track. I don't want to ruin anyone's race. Oh my god. I mean, let's look at the start of this. Let's have a look. Hey? Look at this start. Oh, look, it has not even shown the car that was in front of me knocked me off. There we go, that's where the Mercedes knocked me, and it's not showing it. Hang on. Can you see it from... No, the Mercedes was just here, and that's where it hit me. Right, okay. Wow. There we go. And then there was this. Can we get a wider angle? Yep. Absolute carnage. What are we saying in the chat here? Let's have a look. I've missed a load of stuff people have been saying. Paul's saying EVO is horrific in its requirements he hears for VR. I'm not surprised. You might want to ask Plugcats about that, aka Pete, because he's quite good at getting his VR sorted. Pete, I don't know if you've tried. Paul's asking about. I have never tried to run EVO in VR. You might have tried, so you might be able to help him more with that. Oh, you got an 8K Pimax. I've got the 5K plus, or the 5 plus. Sorry, my screen for reading the comments over here, and you guys are over here. Sorry. I bought mine second hand as well. Oh, mate, that's a shame. One of 2 displays replaced. Face palm all day. Luckily, I have had mine working, and it is amazing. That stupid FOV is amazing, but I actually have to run it with it. If I want any performance, I can't use the stupid FOV. But it's great because you can actually race in VR, and it's actually not good in VR if you're having to do that all the time to see who's beside you. Like, you're better off with triple screens. The FOV on the Pimax is that big, you can see the cars in your peripheries. It's brilliant. I am sorry to hear that yours went down the pan. Mine is sitting right there. I need to get this running. I need to do a video with this on when I'm drifting in AC, because AC does perform well, and that would be great for drifting. Really good, because you know the peripheral vision. And just carrying on reading through the comments once again. Thank you, Pete, mate, for the tip. So nice of you. Netcode. Now, hang on, this is a bit loud now in my headphones. The netcode in this it's not up to scratch yet. I don't think it's very good because the pings I'm looking at to the servers I'm on, I've only been jumping into servers where I've got 22, 32, 42 ping, and there's cars. They are just. It's not just a bad driving. They are janking it. They were janking about earlier in that Nürburgring server. There was one in the sky. It's nowhere near R Factor 2 Le Mans Ultimate. Certainly not anywhere near Le Mans Ultimate. Yeah, but it's nowhere near either of those two, which are the same engine and pretty. You know, they pretty much are the same engine. They're running on the G motor engine, originally from ISI. And also it's not as good as ACC. It's not as good as AC. It's not as good as AMS2, netcode wise. I raced and haven't played for too long, but and oh god, did we see that? Let's just, can we just rewind that a bit? Where's rewind? 5 seconds. Right, I'm on the inside, I'm on the inside. It just, no reason cuts across my nose like that. I mean, what do you think? Was that my fault? Should I have lifted? But he has cut across my nose whilst I'm there. I am there. And he's cut the corner. So, that would have been a legal move on a... No, that wasn't my fault. Oh, good talking to you, Paul. Thank you very much. Paul says he's got to get on. Ah, so even with your expertise, Pete, this game don't run no good on VR. Well, I can't say I'm surprised to hear that. You know, seeing what happens to it when you just introduce something like OBS. I am going to try the drivers, the new drivers, see if that helps out. Right, can I get a decent race? I don't want to stay in this server because the driver in here. I tell you what I want to do. Right, let's quit out of here. I want to see if we can get a decent race on their official daily racing service. Official daily racing service. So I'm going a bit silly. Right. Let's have a look at the daily racing portal now. You're not going to be able to see this because it actually takes you to an external website, but it is telling me now. What is the time? It's 9:53, 21:53. So, what have we got coming up and when? 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Red Bull Ring Mazda MX5 coming up in the next 7 minutes. That'll be. I think I want to go for that. Or we've got Dalara's. Where is that at? Suzuka. Dalara's at Suzuka. I reckon we'll go Mazda because they're a bit slower. So people might be a little less mental. There's 12 people signed up for it already. I'm going to sign up for that. This is SimGrid that running their official servers. Grid open. Sign up for it. So register for that race. Register now. We are registered. But we got 5 minutes to wait before I can even join that server. So if we come back into the sim, what can we do for 5 minutes? Let's have a look. Shall I join a server? Shall I join a track day server for 5 minutes? No, I'm not coming back there again. Yeah, let's join this one for 5 minutes. Yeah, I had no idea that race was going to be so long, Pete. I can't believe I ran out of fuel. I hadn't actually. I was so just. Oh, I'm actually in a. Most of the things I've jumped into have been like 7-lap races or 10-minute races. So I wasn't even thinking. I was just so happy that I was actually going to be doing a race. But I just jumped straight in. What have we got here? There's only 64 frames per second. Are we going to be able to drive on the Nordschleife this time without it being an absolute shit show of an FPS? Wow, that is a bit ridiculous. I'm doing no miles an hour. Turn a bit. Wow, oh, wow, okay. Let's just... I've got the traction control on and everything, and that is completely ridiculous. Just give it a dab of throttle and that happens. Okay. Oh, don't be hanging all over the place. Just went down to 33 frames per second. Back up to 60 frames per second. Right, so the Nordschleife in this sim is the worst performing track ever in this sim. Really, really bad. 60 frames per second, 61. And there's like, what, 6 cars on track. And I was up to what, 80 frames, something ridiculous, 75 or whatever, with more cars on track at Circuit the Americas. So situational stuff like the amount of sunlight coming through the trees, whether it's raining or whatever, does not affect the graphics performance in this graphics engine Unreal 5, but the size of the track does, and the amount of cars on track, which is a general thing for most sims. does make a difference. Must not be late for that race that I've just signed up for. But look, I'm actually on the Naughts Live and I'm racing with raceable FPS. Isn't that good? I'll have to, when I finish, I'm not sure how late I'm going to go, Pete, so, tonight, so, but I'll have to give you a call either when I finish tonight, because what I'm going to do is just see how it runs after OBS is turned off with the same scenarios I've been running tonight, and I'll let you know, or I'll call you tomorrow. Oh, really feel that massive curb in this car, sad as it is. Just coming out of corners, it wants to rotate almost from the centre, this car. It's not even like the back goes, it rotates from like the centre. I know it's a mid-engine car as well. But yeah, it's weird. It's a bit weird. Right, I think I'm going to miss this race if I don't jump out of here. Just pull right over so I don't hit anyone coming. So I was doing good, you know, 66 frames per second there. And the server's got 6 cars in it, so okay. Oh, where's my... That's gone. Pedal's gone odd down here. Let's sort that out. That's better. Okay. Right, so right, let's go over to the daily racing portal, and where we can go, we can join it. So copy details, find the server, and let's join in. Let's go with the white car. Why not? Okay. Right, let's see how we get on in the daily. Let's see if the racing is any better. Because you'd hope that when people bother to sign up for the go through the hassle of doing the daily races thing, it's better. It's left all the chat from the last server in here. You join a new server and it leaves all of the chat. This is what they were saying in the last server, not this one. Oh, it's so weird. Right, I didn't check how long the race was in this. I'm going to do that this time. So qualifying's 5 minutes, so let's just take a bit of fuel out. And go for some qualifying. I've got nothing on my little LCD screen in this Mazda. The lights on the for your RPM, they were. Oh God, here we go. Someone's going backwards in the pit lane. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see what kind of a time we can get. Should have probably gone down to second there. Hitting the limiter. The moment that we change up to fifth, we've got to get changed down again. Slightly weird feeling with the curbs in this as well. Hate to bring up an old Kunos thing there. I'm noticing that it could be a good thing or a bad thing that I'm noticing. I'm not quite sure yet. I need more time with it. I do like this little mouse though. Right, get a lap time in. Should have just gone stop and really fluffed the gears up there. Whoa! Stopped on track. Car coming up the outside. Get some slipstream off of you. Whoa! I was hardly using any throttle there as well. Oh! Quite oversteery under braking. It was near the end of the rev range though, so that might have something to do with it. Matey. So how are we doing? How are we doing? Okay, that's put us in third so far. Right, up on our time on the Delta. Gotta stop hitting that limiter. Change up a bit earlier. Oh, well up on time this time. This guy up ahead, he's the one to watch, I think. Got to keep the braking smooth into this corner. It really does respond to... Hang on. talk about it after I finish this lap. Damn, lost a bit of time. Still up on the last lap, but wasn't so quick for those last 2 corners. It responds well to gravity, this sim. Where's that put us? Still in 3rd position. It responds well to gravity, as in, if you're going over round a corner that's downhill and off camber, a bit like your first corner at Brands, the car will veer that way. I like that, physics-wise. That's nice. I do like that. You know, if you're braking downhill, you know, and you're a little bit too tough on it and you're turning in at the same time, the back end will want to swap with the front. It's good like that. That feels nice and realistic to me. Right, how long is the race? Next section in 0 seconds. Qualifying's finished. Because I need to put in the right amount of fuel. Come on, come on. Oh, it doesn't say how long. I can't see quickly enough how long the balloon race is. Oh, I'm going to put in all the fuel in the world. Just. I've got to. No! Apply. Oh, this menu system so. Right, so does it tell me anywhere? Lap 1. It's not extremely intuitive where to look for countdown timers. What the time of day is there, so it's 2 o'clock. The time of day at the track. It's not showing me how many laps the race is or what amount of time the race is. Right, here we go. Alright, it's a 15-minute race, so I can just see the timer up there. I've got a car beside me. We make it through the corner cleanly without hitting him. No, he's nearly cut my nose off. Oh, and I've just screwed up the gears. But we did make it through the first corner without anyone getting absolutely battered off track. Oh, someone's just battered into a wall behind me just as I've said that. Should have changed out in a second there. You can really see the DLSS playing up and wish-washing the wheels of the car in front. Right there, if I was braking downhill and it tugged to one side, I like that. Keeping it clean. Oh, he's still there though. Oh, we lost it. No contact from me there. That was nice and fair. No diving, just outbraked him into the corner. He's lost it on the curbing on the outside. Oh, I'm enjoying myself now. Third position, okay. It's actually, you know, kind of working now. It's now running. It's all running okay for the moment. Second gear for that corner, you Wally Paul. 85 4 frames per second. That's more like it. If only this sim could run how it runs when I would be in hundreds of frames per second now if I didn't have OBS running. And a little slide, big slide actually. What am I talking about? I'm wasting too much time talking. I'll shut up. The power's so down in this car and the gears are so long that you're kind of damned if you do and damned if you don't, whether you change up or down or not. You change down because it's just dropped the revs low enough to have a little bit of acceleration from the gear below, but you get into the gear below and you're practically changing up again straight away. I'm enjoying how this Mazda's feeling though. It's putting a smile on my face. Right, second gear for this corner, remember, Paul. Off you go. By the way, whilst I'm on a reasonable straight here, just want to say hello to any of the new subscribers who might be watching. I've picked up, in the last 28 days, I've picked up about 40 new subscribers. And I just want to say thank you and hello. And I hope you've been liking the videos. Obviously live streams are a bit of a different thing. They go how they go. You don't have so much control of them over them unless you're working with software you already know very well, or you're running your own server. And I am looking forward to doing that with R-Factor 2. For those of you out there that still know and love and respect R-Factor 2, which people should do. I don't care if a sim's new or not, it doesn't make it better. R-Factor 2 is one king of a sim, and I am going to look forward to running a server, because I have the ability to do that, with the excellent touring car, the BTCC. Content, Studio 397 content in that sim shortly, and I will be in control of the server, and I already know it works well whilst I'm running ABS. So I will not be having the problems that I've suffered tonight with that. But right now, decent frames per second. And yeah, it wasn't just problems with the software, was it? That last server, it was problems with the other drivers. But yeah, I'm enjoying it now. I keep hitting the rev limit coming out of that corner. Exploring the track a bit there. Oh, whoops, Daisy. Wouldn't want to do that in a real car. Good way of blowing up the engine. I think, if you notice I'm moving around the track a bit, I'm trying to feel out the grip levels across the track. I do think, unlike some sims, there is a good bit of live track technology happening here, I think. I can feel the grip change depending on which line I'm on and where the rubber is, you know. Because there are sims that claim to do that and then they don't do it very well. And there are other sims, some of them don't even promote it or talk about it that much, but they do it really well. Right, so I stuck to the rubbered line that last time here. It definitely does change if I go off of it. There we go, grips up fractionally. In fact, it shouldn't be overly done. There are some sims that overdo the whole rubbered in line. They really do completely overdo it. It's like, you know, practically like having go faster arrows from Mario Kart on the track, but this has got it, I think. This has got it nicely. Very much in the way that R-Factor 2 kind of does it well. Yeah, it's definitely there. Yeah, it's definitely doing that well. If I get my lines right, I've got my back wheels where they should be. It is definitely giving me more grip in certain places where you'd expect it to. I like that. And I like this little Mazda. Now, am I actually catching up with someone, or is that a back marker? That's a back marker by the looks of it. Oh, gone wide. There we go, and I went wide onto the bit of tarmac. I had the back outside wheel on a bit of tarmac, which wasn't the usual line, not as rubbered in, and immediately felt it. Lost a bit of grip. Blue lights are working well. Blue flags rather. Glad to see that is working. That car had just a weird graphical effect, whereas that car had a bit of a crack on the back end. Looks like the back right hand corner is damaged. Yes, he has. Look, it's dented all over the place. That's a really nice effect. That it really doesn't look like bent up metal. Oh, that was nice of him. Let me see. Good man. I'm scared of getting too overconfident about being on the the good rubbered in line, and then just, you know, taking it a bit too far, using too much throttle, relying on the grip too much. So fuel, that's a hard thing to see. What am I? Is this in green here? 1.5, 1.6. .3 litres. So what am I using? 1.5 per lap. 32.2 litres. Oh, that was a good exit, gaining time. So that's my overall fuel, just below the rev counter there, in white, and then in green, it must be what I'm using per lap. I saw a blue flag there. Is there someone behind me? No. Marshals waving the blue flag. There ain't no one behind me. I do like the fact if I go into that corner, with the fact that I'm turning left, but also because it's off camera and downhill, but also I had two wheels on the inside on the rubbered in line. On the outside I had them on the curb, and not so much rubber on it as well, but also curb, maybe painted surface, a little bit more slippery. And as soon as I did that, I could feel it jiggle, you know, you could see it there on screen, I'm sure. Like that, that's nicely done. Oh, this will be the last lap by the looks of it. Yeah, like it. So many things to like about this sim, and then there's so many things performance-wise and other things as well. Just early access. It's early access. I am pleased they sorted the race starts out though, because I have at least been able to enjoy starting a race without carnage at the front, because you. At the start, because you can't see. Oh, stop talking. You can't see your car, and you can't see the other cars. That's all gone though. That's been fixed. I do have faith in Kunos. It was years before ACC was in a state where I could actually feel like I could play it. I'm sure it'll be the same with this, but they can do what they've done with ACC. They worked up to the point of just a really well-rounded sim, and I'm definitely hoping for the same for this. They do have a weak point though, and that is their AI. No matter how much of the rest of it they get right, the AI. Third position, that's a podium. I'm happy with that. Is there a handbrake on this car? I don't know. Ah, yes there is. Pete. Handbrake working nicely, mate. Generic USB handbrake working perfectly in AC EVO, working like an Axis as well, yet they can't make it work in blooming AC Rally. One of them, but a handbrake is much more important in a rally sim than it is in a racing track sim. That's an unbelievable thing. Right, that was great. I enjoyed that. Can you does it save replays in this, or does it just auto save? Oh, there we go, I can save it. Good. Want to keep that one. How are we doing for time? 10:30. I enjoyed that. Look at that. Let's have a quick look at that. Happy with that. Right. Right, I want to get another race like that. I enjoyed that. So let's go back to the Daily Races portal. So what have we got coming up next? Oh, 10:30, Grid Open, Racing Legends. Laguna Seca, Super Roadsters. Super Roadsters, hang on, is that? Oh, server starting. I wanted to join it. The server's only starting. Why can I not register? I'm in time. God damn it. So you can't see what I'm doing on screen here because I'm using the outside website that you have to use for their official races. But if you've used it, you'll know what I'm doing. You'll know what I mean. Starting server. Okay, can I refresh this? Now live. Oh, so I can't register for that one. Right, okay. So let's have a look. Right, so we've got some races starting in 10 minutes. Okay. Well, let's register for one. I've got a choice of flat 6, sounds like Porsches, doesn't it? Flat 6 is at Bathurst. GT4s at Nuremberg. GP, not the great big huge track, because as we can see the performance of that is not great. Oh, we've got road cars. Road cars at Watkins Glen. 7 people have signed up for Bathurst with the flat 6s. I think I'm gonna have a look at that one. So let's register. So it's the 992 GT3 RS, lovely. That's starting in 7 minutes. So I've got 7 minutes to jump back in. 911 GT3 RS 992 and have a little practice. So let's have a look. There's Porsche, there we go. It's the RS. Not the Cup, it's the RS, okay. Come on, stop hanging there. Switch the car over. Thank you. God, look at it. Lovely looking car. Alright, clear static. Let's whilst that's loading, just check the time. 6 minutes now. Minutes to have a little practice. Which is going to be less than 6 minutes because this is... Crikey, it's taken... Right, Mount Panorama is definitely one of the longer loading tracks then. Oh no, it's put me on with a load of other cars, isn't it? It's gone in for a race, so the frames are going to tank. Isn't it? I bet it is. Well, 48 frames per second, but it's an extremely smooth 48 frames per second, not like it was earlier. Like the animated billboard there. Oh, that AI seemed to know I was there. Maybe they've improved them a bit. So what level of... Right, so that's... So here's a default TC. What ABS is it on? ABS you can't change. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? When you look down the hill, you can see the big wheel and the sign illuminated. Yeah, so that's definitely, yeah. So I deliberately left the braking late to see how hard the ABS kicked in. So I get an idea what the default level is. That I didn't mean to do. All that Dalara's had come up behind me. Right, what's it like now if I let the Dallara pass and run it without any traction control? Oh, didn't realise the back that wall behind me. Oh, AI flashing their lights now to come past and making a decent pass. I'm impressed by that. Wow, it was good. That was. Oh, That wasn't good, and that was all my fault. Maybe I should have kept that traction control on. Right, okay. Back to the pit lane. What? Oh, not got long. I need to sign up for that. Let's have a look at the website, see what it's saying. 1 minute 35 seconds. Okay. Vehicle setup. What tyres was it running? Is there a choice with this one? Hypercar. So that was running on the best set. Right. So let's have a look. Oh, wonder what it's like if you lower the front ride height there. Okay, that was a whip. Oh, everything's just gone weird. What's okay? Okay, my wheels just lost self-center. That is not my wheel. That is this sim. Yeah, back to normal. Right, I'm getting out of here because I do not want to miss this race. So, okay, 4 seconds. 3. Good job I got out when I did. There we go. Race is ready to start. I want to copy the details into the server list. Come on, copy details done. Go to the server list. Back. There we go. Server list. Copy the details. Invalid information string in clipboard. What the? No, it's not. Right, there we go. Why is it you can't choose the colour of your car yet? Oh well. Right. Oh, we're in. Crikey. There we go. Practice. We're in. Let's get straight out there. .85 frames per second here at Bathurst. 81, 80, 70. Oh, it's dropped below 80. Ah, bit. Oh, whoa! Big freeze there. Maybe that was someone joining the server. Anyone watching this stream, you know, if you see anything in this stream where you're thinking, seeing that too regularly, this is a problem we need sorting out, you know, use this stream as a bit of research. If, for instance, you just haven't got time to race at the moment, so that's why you're not doing it yourself, but anything you see, you can reference this stream and, you know, use it as a resource to put on the Kunos forums and let the devs know, you know, as I sort of made a bit of a big noise about the multiplayer bug, which is now fixed. They do listen, so anything that you pick up, even if it's when you're doing it yourself, you're just driving online by yourself, let the devs know. Okay, right, this will be the qualifying. Oh, I'll just check out what the actual... Oh, it's a 40-minute race, this one. No pit stops, I'll need all it. It's going to be a 40-minute race, right? I just need to get a lap in, so I'd put in the optimum amount of fuel and everything else. How many drivers we got in here? Oh, Christ, I just need to get this lap. Get a lap in. Didn't take that one too well. Right, gotta find the grip. Oh, yellow flag. Thank you, mate. Always a scary thing to see the red flag just as you enter the roller coaster pinball alley section of the downhill section. Curb eater, curb grinder. I know a band called Curb Grinder. I've seen them live. They're really good. The drummer is the lead vocalist. Ooh. Come on, Stark. Oh, mate! Well, that's ruined my lap. God damn it. See me bonnet now flapping about a bit, but I don't know if it's actually affected the handling that much. So where are we now? So fifth, that's put me in third position though. Could have been worse, I guess. Third out of 9. Nearly 2 seconds, 3 seconds up on the last. Oh my god! Nearly 4 seconds up on the last lap. Okay, this is good. Just keep it there. Fluff that. Second position. Ah. Okay, I'm happy with that. Right. 40-minute race. Ah, it's put as much fuel in as possible, isn't it? $90 litres, I'm sure that's way too much, but I'm not gambling with it. I can't work out the fuel in this sim just yet. So, right, okay. First position isn't there yet. Okay. Well, wish me luck, folks. Oh, and by the way, if you're enjoying this, do me a massive favour and put a like on the video. I'd really appreciate that. And if you're not subscribed and you want to know when I'm going live again, you want to know when I'm running a server, more importantly, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, and then you'll always know. Anyway, here we go. Oh, that got a bit close behind. 2 went off, 1 nearly took me out. Oh, first position's gone wide. Saved it well though. Oh, he's nearly come unstuck there. He's pushing hard though. Talking of coming unstuck. Oh, disaster. I've got to get out of everyone's way. Oh, absolute disaster. Oh, there's another car coming. I was stopped. I'm sorry, mate. No, I'm not going to ruin anyone else's race. It's my fault. And complete disaster. What a twat! From 2nd to 9th. And now I've got a dodgy looking car covered in dents and scrapes. It's actually feeling a bit dodgy. It's not the last, like the last time I stacked it and nothing really seemed to happen. Yeah, something feels off. Yeah, something does feel off. And that icon's glowing red and orange at me. All through qualifying, apart from the lad who crashed in front of me, not a problem. And then I go and put it understeering at the wall just before the big straight, the Conrad straight. Oh, don't reverse! Shit. Well, I'm not the only one who's screwing up, at least. So there is no grip on the outside of that corner, as I found out. I've been getting the line on the grippy stuff on that inside for ages. That first lap I ended up right to the outside, no grip there, slid into the wall. Must remember that. I do love the fact that the grip just changes across the track. There are areas of it and areas of not so much of it. But it's not overdone, it's not exaggerated. Very important not to do that. I completely zoned out there. Not a good idea to do that on the Conrad straight, because very fast and big corner at the end of it. I am enjoying the driving physics of this. I am. I was enjoying the Lotus, and I'm just noticing things about the characteristics of the Porsche here, and really enjoying it as well. So, oh, 6 out of 9. So I thought it was 7 out of 9, but 6 out of 9. Okay. Long way to go. Long way to go. Don't do that. Oh, mate. Lucky. 5th position, okay. Whoa. I was very lucky there. Oh, unlucky there though. It's funny, he's understeered straight off, I've understeered straight off. I'm sure I wasn't braking. I've been braking in. I've made a mistake, obviously, but the tyres, no. I don't know. I thought I was braking in the same place. I probably zoned out a bit. Getting hungry. You know, it's like if you race, you start thinking about food or something like that. Something creeps in. It's I need to keep stay centered. And you start making mistakes. Where's my tyre wear indicator? Are there tyre wear indicators here? There should be. Oh, mate! Third position. Lucky again to avoid that. Fucking hell. I just want to try and keep it smooth through here. Just keep it smooth. Don't worry about being fast. Just keep it smooth. Wow, okay. So yeah, I like the fact that I can see my pressures, my core temperatures, my outside tread temperatures. I'm not sure about if there's a wear indicator or not though. I must have just braked far too late. Looked at the wrong marker board, I don't know. I do get a good sense of speed from this sim. You know, I can run it at a decent FOV for this screen and get a decent center speed. But, I mean, are these on the outside there? Are they the tyre wear indicators? This doesn't seem to let you know how what your tyre wear is. Your heat, your temperature, all of that. Oh, I'm better braking to further to the left there. Oh, I do love the way you can rely on. You really just feel where the track is gripping, where it's not. I love it. I like that. I like that. Now, they can improve the damage system. Look at the state of this car. It's unrealistic damage and everything. I shouldn't be running this car. That's where they could look. Because this has got, as far as I'm concerned, much better physics than AMS2. And to all my AMS2 crowd there, don't get upset. I've always said that AMS2, I love it, but sorry, it's never been R-Factor 2, it's never been AC. But, tell you where it does shine, amongst many other things, its damage system. A lot of other sims could learn a lot from AMS2's damage system. It's detailed, both visually and physically. And if you set it, you know, set it to full whack, just like in real life, if you drive a car into a wall at 30 miles an hour, you don't drive away in AMS2. And the mechanical damage is fantastic. You know, you can bust your suspension. If you don't get if you really hurt a suspension arm and you keep driving on it and don't pit, sometimes you carry on and you end up losing the whole wheel later on, because it will wear through itself. It's really, really good. It's really well done. And I do wish that, I swear ACC, R-Factor 2 as well, AC, ACC, and AC EVO, none of them have damage as good as that. You know, you can, if you're shifting badly, you can burn out your clutch. You can lose a gear if you keep treating a certain gear badly. All of that is fantastic. AC Rally looks like it's got potential to have really good damage, because I've seen when you can go to the repairs, you know, there's gearbox to repair, there's all sorts of things you can repair, but nothing seems to be getting. I've tried to kill a car in it, have managed to kill the engine, but like, it's got a mode called hardcore mode. It's not hardcore enough. You can keep driving into trees all the way down the stage and you'll finish the stage, and you haven't lost a gear or anything. So I don't think they've implemented half of the damage that's going to come into that, but I'd love to see them implement. It's Kunos, it's the same people. I know it's a different studio that are handling it, but it's still under Kunos, so get it in this as well, please. Changes the dynamic. You do Bathurst in AMS2 with the damage at full whack, it changes your experience of driving Bathurst. It makes you realise, especially if you're doing a race, how blooming dangerous Bathurst actually is. And okay, this sim drives really well, but you do not get the sense of danger. You know, you can clatter walls all day long in this. In AMS2, you turn up the damage and your arse puckers up when you come close to a wall. It brings a lot more to the experience of, you know, really putting you there. Very important thing, that. And look at that. So much more grip on the left-hand side if I enter there and brake than where I was keeping it to the right-hand side. The car's so much more stable, I can brake harder. How are we doing? 22 minutes and 6 seconds to go. Pretty much halfway now. Oh! God, left my braking pretty late there. So, I'm now... First is literally coming up to the first corner. First position. Second, but I am so far behind first and second. Right, I've got to concentrate. Oh, little tug there. Little squeak. Come on, keep it smooth. Wasn't smooth enough. Oh, too wide there, way too wide. So much less grip on the outside where you're not on that rubber line. First position is now there. He's behind me. Oh my God. There he is. Oh no, that's fifth. First is just coming around the corner. Oh my God. Fifth has got to be fourth. I can't see on the map properly. Oh, red, yellow flag. Watch out, watch out, watch out. You really do feel like a pinball in a pinball machine on this track. I think I just made a good job of that section. That's how I've got to do it from now on. So slightly different lines, slightly different inputs. So I'll break through that time. I'm going to do oh! Nearly got me braking a little bit too late there. Yes, we are pulling away. Oh, crikey, we're really pulling away. Where's everyone gone? We have people behind us. Where are they going? What's happened? I've seen a man waving the yellow flag again and seen no one behind us who's crashed and taken a load of people out. And the moment I start thinking about that, I put myself off and lose a load of time, so stop thinking about it. Ah, there we go, comments are flying. There's been an accident on the hill. Oh! It looks like from the map here there's only 4 of us racing now. There's been I think about 3 or 4 cars have just gone out. Minutes to go. Whew. Look at this animated billboard up here. Really off-putting, actually. It must be really off-putting for the real-life drivers. These animated billboards right up on the horizon, right in front of your face. Okay, up on time through there. Not the best exit out the hollow there. Anything can happen. Oh, just as I say it. I was just about to say I think this is going to be a bit of a lonely race and uneventful from now on. Just as I say it. I wasn't even looking at the map. I didn't know that was just as I went. That is racing for you. That's racing. Just as I say it. There's a car near enough stationary in the road which I could have gone slamming into the back of. Oh my god, that's scary. Call that a bit Code Brown moment, wouldn't it, in real life? Me. That's why we need, like, that kind of iRacing and Alt Ballista 2, two best sims on the market for damage. And really good damage. It does enhance the experience, it really does. Really makes you think differently. Right, I lost concentration. I was sliding around all over the place. Still got no idea how worn my tyres are. No idea. Nothing here that tells me. That was nice. Curbs kind of tried to push me back onto the road, almost there, as it should do. And as I start concentrating on the physics attributes of the game, I go and hit a wall, and that has janked my force feedback. Look at my wheel. A meatball flag out. Right, actually seems like we've got some consequential damage going on now. Look. Driving in a straight line and it's doing that. Ah, and it's actually telling me damage to the suspension on the right. That's lit up a bit. Okay. Interesting. I'm not. It looks like a meatball flag, but I don't really understand what it is. I'm not familiar with the old meatball thing. I know it's a big thing in iRacing. Or is it even that? I thought it was an American thing, maybe it's an Australian thing as well, I don't know. But I don't see that flag in R Factor or in AMS2 or ACC or AC for that matter. See, it doesn't seem to, this is the thing about the suspension damage. It's not acting at all like it's actually a broken linkage or snap spring or anything like that, because I've had that in a car and I've driven on it, and it does pull to one side, which is good, but it doesn't also affect the handling, and this, nothing's happening. A few more vibrations maybe, but look, if I really lean on that wheel on that, it's because it's at front right, and I'm really leaning on it, but I'm still turning in exactly the same way I was. So it's kind of, yeah, you got damage you don't even need to pit for it. It's a bit. You expect the car to really lean over onto it, or it should be just, if the spring's busted, it would just be riding on the bump stop, and you wouldn't be able to take a corner like that. Only 4 of us left on track now. Five minutes to go, near enough. My bum's getting sore. Well, this is going to be the second from last or last lap, I'm not sure, but for all of the performance issues I have had tonight, we're just trying to get EVO to run well with OBS. And that first server I was in, the first actual race server at COTA, where it was just a bunch of people I'd never want to ever meet out on track ever again. I gotta say, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying how this Porsche is feeling. I really enjoyed how the Lotus felt earlier. I really enjoyed how the Mazda felt earlier. And I'm really enjoying how the tracks feel. Like the different areas of grip. Really enjoying that. There's a lot of seemingly missing features. I wish I knew if my tyres were worn or not. Nothing to indicate that, but also yeah, there's nothing to tell me by feel that they are either, so I don't know if it's actually implemented yet or what. However, a lot of sims do that a bit silly, you know. You've got so much rubber before you get anywhere near the threads, so the grip levels, they stay pretty similar. Unless you get really, really stupid, they stay reasonably similar through the lifespan of a tyre. You know, they should only really change drastically in grip if you're getting down to the threads, you know, or past that last sort of slither of rubber on them. But so maybe, and some sims just, as the tyres wear, they start to the grip drops off like they're changing compounds all the way through. But I don't actually know if tyre wear's properly in this yet. I don't know. But yeah, no indicator it seems. And there's performance issues, and there's menus that... Here's one thing, look. Right, I've got look, left and right button, right? And when I'm back on the straight again... This is just a simple one. Oh. Maybe my tyres are wearing, or I'm just losing concentration. Oh no! Got a full 4 minutes to go, by the looks of it. Thought we really need finished. Right, we'll get on this straight and I'll show you what I mean. button bindings. AC session has ended. It said just there that I had 4 minutes to go. Session overtime 250. Right, that's for everyone else. Right, I've got one button bound to look left. Oh, and by the way, that should be instant. What is this? It's slow. And I've got a button bound to look right. And if I press them in this sim both at the same time, well, I haven't got a chance to save my replay. If I press them both at the same time, it looks backwards. Really useful. Saves a button as well. AC Rally. You bind a button to look left, button to look right. Press them at the same time. They can't work as a double binding. You've then got use another button to look back. Little simple things like that. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, it is 11:30. I am hungry and my bum hurts. And I've really enjoyed that. But I think I need to go and eat something. And possibly get a cold drink as well. That was a long race. I'm glad to see they're doing some. You can't see the website I'm looking at, but it's the it is the SimGrid website that they're hosting all their official service through. Anyway, thank you to everyone who's watching. If you want to say goodbye, I'm going to go now. You can type something in the chat there. But thank you to anyone who's put a like on the video. Thank you to Pete for the donation as well. Lovely man. Thank you so much. And yeah, cheers for sticking around. And let's just refresh the page quickly just to see. Oh, you lovely people. People have put likes on the video. That is very nice of you. But yeah, I'm going to get some food now. And try testing what I said to Pete that I would test, which was running the same scenarios that I've tried tonight when I haven't got OBS running, and see exactly how many more frames per second I get, because it's going to be huge. Anyway, that is where the stream is going to end. Thank you all ever so much for watching, and see you again soon, out on track sometime, and happy sim racing. Cheers.